Good morning, Cullman, and thank you for tuning in to Cullman Today. I'm your host, Dustin Isom, and today is Thursday, August 8th. We have a lot to cover in local news today, including the start of the school year for Cullman City Schools, a special community performance of the Sound of Music, and a unique gift for Hanceville Elementary School. All of this plus sports, weather, and more, but for now, let's dive into the top stories happening in Cullman today. Governor Kay Ivey, along with representatives from REHAU, Cullman County, and the City of Cullman, gathered on Wednesday to celebrate the grand opening of REHAU's new $66 million paint line facility in Cullman. Cullman Economic Development Agency Director Dale Greer explained, "The new paint line allows REHAU to fulfill a new production contract with Mercedes to extrude parts for the new electric vehicle line at Mercedes-Benz USA." Next up, at a special meeting on Monday, August 5th, the Cullman County Commission voted to move voting precinct 27 back to the White City Community Center at 1542 County Road 617. The precinct had been relocated to the Johnson's Crossing Volunteer Fire Department in 2019 after storms damaged the community center. Now that the center has been rebuilt, the precinct will return to its original location. And to finish out our top stories, Cullman City Schools officially started the fall term yesterday, welcoming students back to their classrooms. Today, Cullman County Schools also began their new school year as students return to their classes. Now that we have the top stories out of the way, we're going to take a quick break before returning with sports.
Discover what's buzzing in Cullman with Community Matters, where every story pops off the page with local flair. It's the magazine that's got the inside track on what's now, what's new, and who's who. Get the lowdown on top eats and 411 on recipes that'll turn up your summer cooking game. Relive our local team's triumphs on the sports fields and pencil in summer's hottest events for fun the whole family will love. Get your copy of Community Matters at the Cullman Tribune, any of the local businesses on screen, or scan the QR code.
Hello and welcome back. Now it's time to find out what's going on in the world of sports. Let's lead off today's sports segment with the latest preseason recognition from the Plains. Auburn receiver Robert Lewis has been named to the 2024 Billikenoff Award preseason watch list. Lewis, a transfer from Georgia State, earned all Sun Belt honors last season and set GSU's single-game record with 220 receiving yards against Charlotte. In his 32 games at Georgia State, Lewis recorded 102 receptions for 1,323 yards and 14 touchdowns. Since enrolling in Auburn in January and participating in spring practice, he made 5 receptions for 73 yards in the Tigers' A-Day scrimmage. The Billikenoff Award recognizes college football's most outstanding pass catcher, regardless of position. Turning to the Olympics, Alabama made a significant impact in the men's 400-meter event as all 3 Crimson Tide participants advanced to the final at the Paris Olympics. Karani James, Samuel Ograzi, and Jareem Richards each secured one of the 8 finalist spots, marking a historic achievement. With a runner in each of the 3 heats, the Crimson Tide trio either needed to finish in the top 2 of their respective heat or clock one of the next 2 fastest times in order to move on. In Heat 1, Richards ran 44.33 seconds to place second, advancing to his first Olympic 400-meter final. In the second heat, James clocked a time of 43.78 seconds to finish first, becoming the first man to reach 4 Olympic 400-meter finals. In the final heat, Samuel Ograzi, who recently finished his freshman season in Alabama, posted a personal best time of 44.41 seconds. This performance made Ograzi the first Nigerian man to reach an Olympic 400-meter final since 1988. That covers sports for today, but make sure to check with the Cullman Tribune each day for the latest in sports coverage from across the area. We'll be back right after this message. Hello and welcome back. Now it's time to speed things up with a news rundown, 4 stories in under 4 minutes. Congressman Robert Adderholt visited Hanceville Elementary School yesterday, bringing a special gift for the newly completed lunchroom. He presented the school with a flag that had previously been flown over the U.S. Capitol. Cullman Community Theater is set to perform the classic musical, The Sound of Music. Local stage actors will portray the Von Trapp family during the era of Nazi Germany. Performances will take place at Cullman High School on Thursday, August 22nd at 7 p.m., Saturday, August 24th at 2 p.m. and 7 p.m., and Sunday, August 25th at 2 p.m. Join the Cullman City Schools Foundation for Spirit Night at Slim Chickens on Tuesday, August 20th. Mention Cullman City Schools Foundation when ordering or use the code SLIMGIVES online and 15% of all orders will go towards benefiting the foundation and providing supplies for Cullman City Schools teachers. Meet Stuart, the Cullman Tribune's Pet of the Week. Stuart is a 4-year-old blue tick beagle with a low energy level and a compact build. But don't let his modest looks deceive you, he's quite brilliant and loves the companionship of people. At the shelter, he's even starting to enjoy the kiddie pool. This remarkable dog would make an excellent companion or therapy dog. Come visit Stuart today and you might just find your new best fur friend. His adoption fee includes neuter, DHLPP vaccine, Bordetella vaccines, rabies vaccine, worming, a general exam at the vet, and a microchip. Contact the Cullman County Animal Shelter at 256-734-5448 or Cullman Animal Shelter at co.cullman.al.us. Now, for a quick break before we look at the weather ahead and pay our respects with obituaries. I'll be right back after this quick message. Welcome back. Let's take a moment to pause and remember those who have lost their lives this week as we turn to obituaries. Mary Lou Schaefer. Mary Lou Schaefer, 92 of Cullman, passed away on Monday, August 5th at Cullman Health and Rehab Care Center. A service honoring Ms. Schaefer will be at noon on Saturday, August 10th at Cullman Heritage Funeral Home. A burial at Sacred Heart Cemetery will immediately follow. Visitation with family will be from 10 a.m. until noon prior to service. Shannon Sissy Sue Peters. Shannon Sissy Sue Peters, 71 of Holly Pond, passed away to her heavenly home August 6th. Friends are invited to join the family for a time of visitation on Friday, August 9th from 11 a.m. until 1 p.m. Funeral services will follow. All services will be held in the Holly Pond Funeral Home Chapel. Miss Peters will be laid to rest in New Hope Cemetery. Betty Faye Wilson Collier. Betty Faye Wilson Collier, 89 of Cullman, passed away peacefully at her home on August 5th. No services will be held. In lieu of flowers, donations are suggested in Ms. Collier's memory to the American Cancer Society. Moss Funeral Home is in charge of arrangements. Jason Jr. Myers. Funeral services for Jason Jr. Myers, 49 of Cold Springs, will be at 3 p.m. Friday, August 9th at Hansville Funeral Home Chapel. Burial will follow the service at McKinley Chapel. Visitation will be Thursday, August 8th from 5:30 until 8 p.m. at Hansville Funeral Home. Larry Lee Hoops. Larry Lee Hoops, 87 of Falkville, passed away on Wednesday, August 7th. A visitation for Mr. Hoops will be held Friday, August 9th from 12:30 until 2 p.m. at Westside Baptist Church. A funeral service will occur Friday, August 9th at 2 p.m., with graveside service following at Missionary Grove Cemetery. That finishes up obituaries for today. Our thoughts and prayers go out to their friends and families. Now let's take a look at today's weather forecast. Today's forecast includes a 20% chance of showers and thunderstorms after 2 p.m. Expect mostly sunny skies and a high near 91, with heat index values reaching up to 100. Tonight will be partly cloudy with a low of around 71. Tomorrow, we should see mostly sunny skies with a high near 89. Tomorrow night is expected to be mostly clear with a low of around 67. That concludes another edition of Cullman Today. Thank you for joining us. We'll be back bright and early tomorrow morning at 6:30 a.m. For now, I'm Dustin Nyson with Cullman Today, wishing you a terrific Thursday, Cullman.